The same thing you did last year, if you do it this year will end like last year. See, let me tell you. You know ministers that always give people hope at the beginning of the year without teaching them what to do? They are false prophets. This is your year of breakthrough. Or you will receive this alert. This is a lie if you don't do what you're supposed to do. So that you don't waste your time like last year. If you don't change your way of life, if you don't give God more attention, if you don't break some habits, if you don't stop doing some things, last year will be like this year. Or this year will be like last year. Nothing will change. You will get to 31st. Every year is a year to grow. Every year is a year to know the Lord more. You can be in these waters and you don't have communion. Emphasis on communion. The churches of the New Testament are churches of communion. That is one thing Satan has taken away from modern church. We are so outward. Wisdom for communion is not there. You know, to me, it's a strange thing for a believer not to hear God. It's very strange. Many saints are putting pressure on their pastors to let them do things that pastors are not called to do, because they are not being trained to be led by the Spirit, hear the voice of God, and not just hear, know what to do. Your pastors are to confirm what God told you. Now I know there's an extreme to this. For those that have not taken doctrine, you see, it is doctrine that shapes your hearing. When you fellowship with the thoughts of God, then you will know how to hear God. A lot of people hear, they are lost. Number one way to hear God, number one, is word. He said, I'm not hearing God. You don't have word inside you. It means that you have not fellowship with the Bible enough. Because the easiest thing to hear is to hear God. It's as easy as hearing somebody talk to you. While you are confused, it's because you have not spent time enough with God's word. Actually, now the key of even knowing God's voice is to spend more time with the Lord. If you find it difficult to hear the voice, it means that you have to create more time. You create more time to fellowship with the Lord. So coming to church, coming to meetings cannot eclipse that one. There's nothing that can replace that one. Nothing can replace that one. There are things that your pastors can never do for you. Okay, if a devil comes to fight you in the middle of the night, what do? It is terrible if a saint does not have personal communion with the Lord. It's terrible. If you don't do labor personally on communion, you will not be able to withstand the level of assault that the enemy is going to bring.